Okay, I'm going to try this again. I had a, yeah. So this is my health and wellness journal. This is like take two. It's a common planner from Sterling Inc., if you guys don't know this already. Just stuff. This isn't about what I put into my planner. It's about how I use my planner, the function behind my planner. So this has all my paydays on it because every planner I do that with. I have nothing here, and here are my goals. So I want to, over the next year, I want to drop as close to 50 pounds as I can. By doing this, I want to focus on drinking water. So I want to drink 100 ounces of water by the end of the year per day. Does that make sense? I want to drink 100 ounces of water a day by the end of the year. There we go. I want to stop eating as much sugar. I want to stop drinking soda. I want to eat more veggies and take my prescriptions on a regular basis, which I do now. It's just I want to keep that in the forefront of my brain, just because I have some prescriptions I have to take because the doctor wants me to take them, and I would prefer to not be on them. But as I lose weight, I tend to get them cut back, which is good, right? So exercise, I want to lose, like I said, 50 pounds by the end of the year. Move my body more, gain stamina, do some yoga, and do my stepper on a regular basis, and do some walking. For my mental health, I want to journal daily, which I haven't really been doing. But I haven't really had anything to say because I get up and it's usually the same thing every single day, and then I go to work. I get up, go to work, come home, do the same thing. Don't have a lot to say about it unless somebody pisses me off, and then I journal about it. I want to try meditating, but I'm not good at meditating. Like, I'm not good at even the guided ones. I try them, but I can't seem to focus on not thinking. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I want to just feel the feelings. This is the biggest thing I tell my kids, and I pretty much tell this to everybody. Feel your feelings. Just don't unpack and live there. Process them, get by them, move on. You know? I want to do fun things. I want to be creative, and I want to visit people. I want to do more reading, but I've noticed that I can't focus enough after work to read, like to sit down and read, because I've been staring at a screen all day. The last thing I want to do is stare at, like, reading on my phone or reading on the screen, and I need new glasses so that I can read books. Like, my glasses need some help. I had to shut the background sound off because it was skipping. It was like a streaming of rain and a fireplace, and it was skipping. It was driving me nuts. So in my sleep, I want to sleep a good 6 to 7 hours of good sleep, like scoring over 75 on my Fitbit. I actually have been doing that. I've been scoring about 85 or so, and that's between having anywhere from 5.5 to 8.5 hours of sleep. The score is like my activity or how whatever. I've been trying not to drink caffeine after lunchtime, so that's good. I'm keeping that up. It really hasn't made an impact on my sleep, as I noticed, because a lot of the problems I'm having with my sleep is like I get dry mouth because I sleep with my mouth open. Yep. So I have water next to my bed, so I can take a sip of water I do this because I have a problem with my sinuses, because when I'm not like sleep apnea, but like my sinus, when I have any like an allergy or cold or anything, there's things in my sinuses that are larger than longer than more normal people's things. And so when they swell, they're bigger, but I don't have bigger sinuses. I just have those bigger curly curls. Sinus pressure in my face is ridiculous. Just saying. So my goal for my doctors is to keep my scheduled doctor's appointments, keep my scheduled chiropractor's appointments. I need to find a massage therapist. I need to find a new dentist, and I need to get my eyes um, checked. And I would like to look into doing acupuncture to help relieve some of the tension and stress in my body. So um, I've been good about keeping all of my appointments. I have an eye appointment scheduled. My chiropractor's appointments are scheduled on a regular basis. My doctor is the one that has rescheduled my last appointment twice now. And if they do it again, I am getting a new doctor. I am done with this junk at that doctor's office. Okay, so I did not do very well at I did not even try for meditation in January. I am doing something at least once a week, um, like walking, or like I've been using my stepper that I got for Christmas. Um, I have these daily tasks, which I have put here. I know it's so confusing. I was thinking about being up by 6:30, but you know what? Like, I love sleeping in. I love sleeping as late as I possibly can, and I like staying up late. That's just how my body works better. I could make myself very unhappy and get up at 6:30. I could get up at 6. I could get up at 5:30. I can do it, but I am a very cranky person when I do stuff like that. Go to bed by 10:30. Cross that one off too, because hold on one second, I'll be right back. Okay. I'm all stuffy and I can't seem to get it to come out, so I may need to get a neti pot. Take a shower. There are some days I don't want to take a shower. I don't really want to get up and take a shower in the morning, or take a shower before bed, or it's just one of those things where you're just kind of meh about it. I mean, I shower, don't get me wrong. And I only marked it down once because I forgot and I was homesick the beginning of the week, so I was just like, I slubbed around and I didn't shower for like 4 days. I was like, okay, whatever. I need to remind myself to brush my teeth. Seriously, it's one of the most hated tasks, I have to say, is like caring for my physical aware body, like cleaning my, like, I don't know why. It shouldn't be so hard. It should be a no-brainer. Just get up and go brush your teeth. And I've gotten better at it. I've gotten much better at it. So I've always been like this too. Eat serving of veggies a day. And I did have veggies today. So what is today? Today is the Thursday. Today's Thursday. Is it? No. It is this day. Okay. So where's my veggies? Right here. No alcohol, which I'm doing really good at. I did have some alcohol over in here at some point, but even here I didn't have alcohol, so I don't know why I didn't mark those off. But I had like a margarita somewhere in here in the middle of the month. No soda. I can't say that I didn't have soda today because I had soda today, and like I said, I only made it through a half a soda, not even a half a soda, and I was like, meh. So I did have it, but I'm not going to mark it as a, I'm going to mark half, because I ended up dumping a half a soda out. I just couldn't. I have had 50 ounces of water, and I took my meds. So that's how that works. I'm doing this for a whole quarter, and then each quarter will, I'll figure out, I'll change it up. I didn't pre-fill it in because I didn't want to do that. So on my monthlies, I have like how I've been feeling, like any appointments I need to go to, people I need to see. I've been taking my blood pressure randomly, so like this was on this week and this was this week. I've been weighing myself, so I was at 239 at the end of last month. I don't know what I'm at right now. I haven't weighed myself for this week, so I will probably do that on tomorrow morning. I cannot I'm not going to craft night, and I'm not going to the center either, but I'm putting it on here and crossing it off. I know it's dumb. Greg is coming over tomorrow, and we're going to spend the weekend together probably. Chiropractor, physical. I have a dinner that I have to go to, so this is a sick day. Put my appointments with the doctor on that day when I had a phone appointment with him. Alright, so then let's go into my weeklies. So here's how I set my weeklies up. They're horizontal. They're just set up like a week's, which is great. I love it. I was using a week's prior for my health and wellness journal, and it worked really well. But for some reason, I kind of fell out of the groove of things, and I think I just needed to switch up the size. Really, I mean, it's doing the same thing. So I usually, anything that I consume between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. goes in the first column. Now, this is wider than a week's because this is the standard size common planner, so I can have 4 columns instead of just 3. Anything I can, because I used to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then over here I had snacks and then space for other stuff. And I used to do a chart like this, but for my habits, and it worked out just fine. I just, so column 2 is between 10 and 2, column 3 is between 2 and 6, and column 4 is between 6 and 10. So I figured that was the easiest way to break them up. Forgive me. I was going to do a meal plan here, but I don't really do that. I'll show you how I do it now. I was doing steps here. I'm not really doing that now. So I went to this. I don't know. I think this was going to be a plan. I don't know. This was shopping that I needed to do. There's plan again. Plan again. And here I tried something different. And this was the week I got COVID. So I got COVID. I tested for COVID on Tuesday. I was negative. Went to work on Wednesday. Felt okay. I mean, I had a sinus thing going on, which I normally do this time of year. Went in on Thursday, it still was okay in the morning. As the day progressed, I was like, meh, sinus headache got worse. Started getting really tired. Went home, tested positive for COVID. I'm like, shit. So that means I exposed everybody at work. Hadn't seen my boyfriend since like Sunday morning. And I felt fine, all the way up till there. It's just this normal sinus stuff I have going on. I was going to try and create a morning routine. I don't, as much as I've tried this, and I've done this many, many times, I don't need a morning routine, even though technically I just kind of sort of said I did. But, like, I get up, and if I don't shower the night before, I get up and shower, brush my teeth, go to work. Like, I don't hang around the house drinking coffee and, like, hanging out when it's just me. I just, that's not how I, it's just, it got like ingrained in me in high school to get up, shower, do your thing, go out the door, you know? It, it, and then working in an office situation and having to drive 45 minutes wasn't really keen on getting up 4:30 o'clock in the morning and, hanging around the house for 2 hours before I went to work. So, no. Shopping list. Kind of sort of a meal plan, but not really. I'm explaining this more in the next page. I added some stickers, which I said I wasn't really going to do, but you know what? Whatever. So this is this week. I changed my meal plan, which isn't really a plan, to this. So I had chicken again tonight, and I had a vegetable. I did not have any starch. These are my starch columns. We're going to put corn in here because corn is a starch. Or peas. And I don't eat cooked peas. Yuck. So I had pork twice. I'm making beef tomorrow, and we'll probably have something, I don't know. This is my shopping list. I did buy cat litter, so I can cross that off. I just need to go buy toilet paper. And this is where we're at. So tomorrow morning, I'll go to work, make some coffee, have a half an apple, have an ounce of cheese, have some grapes, drink my coffee, do my job. There should only be a couple people in tomorrow. Whatever. So then I set aside some pages for notes. So instead of taking notes over here, I have this. So I started on page 1 for week 1. Now we are on page 6, so this is week 6. And so this is just notes on the day, and it's just Monday through Friday. That's it. I have like a little extra space up here for nothing in particular. And then I also did the same thing. So after my weeklies, so this will be week 52, I have a empty page, and this is January. So January, I put my activity, steps, and sleep tracker, and my goals, and I did a little reflections in this other column. So I'm going to stick a selfie here, and I don't know what else I'm doing with this. I haven't figured that out yet. So I did hit my step goal over here quite frequently, actually. I'm just gonna do this better. I don't like how these look. Now, one thing is I don't like this pen. The ink in this pen smudges, so I have to highlight before I write it in. If it's wet, I can't highlight it. So so I have another selfie I'm going to stick in here for February. And I have not done hardly anything but walking. Tomorrow I will write in my steps, and I show this in a video when I do my updates over the weekend. I changed my Fitbit goal to sleep 7 hours and hit 3,000 steps. I want to try and track my food on the weekends and continue to drink 50 ounces of water or more. I want to increase my activity to 2 activities per week. So I want to do at least 2 of these during the week. So I'll probably start that next week. Let me see what the 11th. Okay, so the 11th is a Sunday. So I'm just going to draw a line across. Ouch. Sorry, guys. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. I, bruised my arm by slipping off the edge of the counter with my arm and hitting the drawer pull. Yeah. This is my life, guys. This is my life. So, there we go. What was 5? So, this will help me be able to find things better, too. So, we'll just do this while I'm right here. Alright. And then I'll use this as a reflection area about what worked and what didn't work and whatnot. So I have all of these set up through December. And then I have a notes area, an index, and then notes for stuff. And this is my A5 sized pencil board from Hobonichi I cut down. That's in a video if you need to look at that. Maybe the last one or the one before. I don't know. So over here, I have some recipes, which I'm feeding this way. So I'm starting from the back going forward. So these are recipes. I did a sausage boat thing that I figured would be easier to do as a casserole than it would be to do as sausage boats again. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do it as a boat. The whole bacon thing didn't stick. So basically, I think cooking the sausage and the bacon, and then the peppers and onions, and then throwing everything into a casserole dish and adding the cream cheese and the shredded cheese to it, and a little bit of bacon on top, and then putting it in the oven to bake would be an easier way to consume it than it would be to try and do the sausage boats again, to be honest. And maybe add some diced home fries to it. That sounds really good, doesn't it? Sounds almost like a breakfast, but not really. This is my weight tracker. So I was at 240 at the beginning of this year, And I was at, I think I weighed myself at the beginning of the week, but I'm not sure. Because I put it on here, and I remember it being like 233.3. And I was like, look at all those threes. So, and then I have my measurements for the year, and this is where we started, which wasn't, you know, for some reason I think this is weird. But you know what I was like thinking, and I know this is really dumb, but it's like I need just like this spot on my arm, just like a tattoo that goes just like a line that goes around. Measure here, Same thing on my thigh, measure here. I just, because apparently I am not sure how I got the same things exactly like this. My hips, it says that I lost inches in my hips. I don't know how that happened. It's weird. It's not easy taking your own measurements, I'll tell you that. Alright, and then this is my feelings page. This is how I feel physically. So if I'm in pain, which normally I wake up and I have mild uncomfortable, function as normal pain. I don't remember the last time I haven't had pain in some sort. I'm turning into an old lady. That's all there is to it. This is just how it happens. Until I lose weight, I am going to be uncomfortable. So, very annoying. And then it goes this way, so I went down and across and up just because I wanted the red to be worst ever, and I put the red there before I thought about it. I know. I would say horrible is basically me not being able to do anything all day long. And that's happened twice in the last 2 months. And once was when I had that headache and came home. And once was with the COVID headache, which was atrociously, like, I just touched that again. Sorry. Which was way worse than the headache that sent me home last time. So, do not wish the COVID headache on anybody. I still have a sinus headache. My face hurts, so my jaw, I clench my jaw, and that doesn't help. But like my sinuses above my eyes hurt, and the sinuses below my eyes hurt. So it's just, and you can hear it in my voice that I'm all like junky. Sorry. Now this is my emotional feeling side. And most of the time, I'm just kind of meh. I'm not unhappy. I'm not sad. I'm not happy. I'm not angry. I'm not scared. I'm just kind of meh. 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 Whatever. Most of the time, I'm happy. I'm content. I'm satisfied. I consider meh, unimpressed, bored, indifferent, just meh. So sometimes I do have down days. So they're not a whole lot, but like they're there. It's better than it used to be, which is good. Now, I track my feelings, physical and emotional feelings, twice a day. And I do this because sometimes if you get up angry, like I did in January on the 4th, I got up angry, but that doesn't mean I went to bed angry. Sorry, I didn't get up angry. I went to bed angry, but that doesn't mean I got up the next day angry. I got up the next day happy. I went to bed kind of meh. I got up kind of meh on the 4th, turned into a pissy day, and then the next day I got up and I was fine. So, yeah. I don't usually have very many angry days. I haven't had a lot of anxiety lately that I identify as anxiety. Doesn't mean I don't have anxiety. I just don't identify it as anxiety. I look for another reason as to what could be causing me to feel that way. So maybe I'm thirsty. Maybe I'm hungry. Maybe I have a headache. Maybe my tummy hurts. Maybe I'm sore. It could be a, a number of things that would be causing me to have anxiety. I just haven't had an instance where I had to put that down because I felt anxious when I got up or when I went to bed. You know, um, this isn't necessarily when I went to bed. This is just between 2 and 10. So between 6 and 2 and between 2 and 10 is how I separate the two AM and PM sections, just because it's easier. So, and there we are. We are at the end of the book. I'm really enjoying this. This has been a good change of pace for me. I like the size. It lends itself to be a little bit easier for me to utilize than the weeks. I used the weeks for 5 years, 6 years, I think. I don't know. But I'm really liking this. I mean, I could probably go back to a weeks and do the same exact thing in a weeks mega, but I still have all of these pages that I can fill up with stuff. So that is one of my goals for quarter 2 is to utilize my book better. So that's the more in-depth discussion about my common planner. I know this was long. Sorry, but I told you I'd do it, so here we are. Have a good night, guys. Bye.